What's up, everybody? It's your boy King, man. I gotta do another video on this Falcons game, man. Um, I want to clear up a few things that I said in my last video. Most of the things that I said in that last video was out of anger, because it was right after the game, literally right after the game. First and foremost, to the Falcons fans, one thing I want to address with you. When I said the Lions whooped your ass, I didn't mean how many touchdowns the Lions scored. What I mean was the Lions won the game. When I said they whooped your ass, I mean they won the fucking game. Simply. Of course, I watched the game and seen that the Lions had trouble scoring until the second half. Obviously. So what in the fucking world would possess you to think that I'm saying the Lions just beat the Falcons' ass like they blew them out? When somebody says someone whooped your ass, it does not automatically mean that they got blew out. So I simply mean the Lions won the game. With that being said, let's talk about the game. Matt Ryan, 3 interceptions, 2 off of tip passes. One off Sanu that wasn't Matt Ryan's fault. The other one was Matt Ryan's fault because he was pressured and he threw that pass entirely too fast, and it was tipped to interception. So that was Matt Ryan's fault. And then the other one, Glover Quinn just flat out outsmarted him. So yeah, Matt Ryan truly threw 2 picks. That one to Sanu was Sanu's fault. So let's clear the air with that, especially Falcons fans. As far as the Lions situation at the end of the game, Golden Tate was down. The problem is the ref called it touchdown when he had no business doing that. Not saying it's easy for them to make that call because it was close. But the problem with the Detroit fan base is, how do you penalize the Lions because he called touchdown? The Lions would have had another opportunity to fucking win. And yes, it was 8 seconds, but I mean, come on now. The Lions fucking beat the fucking Vikings in 7 seconds last season. So, miss me with that. Straight up miss me with that. As far as that situation goes, I feel like the coaching staff didn't have to use as many timeouts. And another problem I feel is that the Lions did not attempt to run the ball in the end zone when they were right there. Either way it go, I mean, it is what it is. They probably decided not to run the ball because of the clock situation and them using their timeouts already. But still, you right there, dude. Just run the fucking ball in the end zone. Another thing, Eric Ebron. Why they decided to keep throwing the ball to this damn guy, I have no clue. I am the farthest. Listen to me. I'm the farthest away from understanding why they kept going to Ebron. Golden Tate and TJ Jones was making big plays. I would have even went to Kenny Galladay. But you go to Ebron, who sucked this game. I'm not even going to sit here and clown on Eric Ebron like that, because Eric Ebron made big plays that got us to the playoffs last season. He has made big plays, big catches in his career. He had something to do with us winning last game. He was just on Ebron's nuts, and now, he had a bad game. And I'm talking to the Lions fan base. I'm being straight up with you. He had a bad game. But Matthew Stafford kept going to him. Yeah, he got to catch the ball, but shit happens. Shit fucking happens, man. Me personally, I don't like Ebron, and I'm not sticking up for him, but I mean, I've seen worse. Hard to imagine, but I've seen worse. I don't know, man. Another thing for the Falcons fans were saying they was missing players. If they would have had these players, things would have been different. We was missing our offensive linemen. We was missing Beasley. Do you fucking idiots realize that we had more players missing than you fucking idiots. Our starting middle linebacker was missing. Why do you think y'all was able to attack the middle of the field so fucking easily? We had a fucking dumbass named Tahir Whitehead in the middle that was never nowhere near where he was supposed to be. We had two, not one, two starting offensive linemen that were not playing. Swanson, Decker, two starters. Do you see us sitting up here crying about some fucking excuses? No. Teams have injuries. We had a corner out. Teams have injuries, man. Okay, y'all had some guys missing. Wouldn't have made no difference. The Lions still would have got pressure. And Beasley still probably would have never got a sack because guess who? He probably would have been going against TJ Lang. You not fucking getting no sack on TJ Lang. I'm sorry. Wouldn't have made a fucking difference. On the other note, you know, these, I mean, come on. These Falcons fans, man, you know they were sweating this game. They don't even want to fucking admit that. You know what I'm saying? Shitty, crappy fan base, man. Crappy fan base. Now, they do got a few good ones, man, for the Falcons that spoke up and you know, they kept it real. Like, man, I underestimated the Lions. The Lions, they should have won that game. The Falcons played sloppy just as much as the Lions did. Yeah, they got some big plays here and there from the running backs, but Julio Jones didn't get the fuck off like everybody just thought he was just a huge monster. He didn't get the fuck off like that. So, I mean, yeah, like I said before, the Lions defense is it's the real deal. But we was missing Jared Davis up that middle, man. They kept running that ball. Jared Davis is that guy, man, that tracks, you know, those running backs down and get those tackles. Tahir Whitehead is not fast. He's not explosive. He needs to be playing outside. That being said, we were allowed to get pressure on Matt Ryan. I felt like pretty much all this game. So the defense did their part. Glover Quinn just flat out outsmarted Matt Ryan on that pick play. So, you know, like I said, the defense did what they had to do. But for the offense, slow start. Once again, and part of the reason why I feel like we had a slow start, it seems like Jim Bob Cooler and Matthew Stafford, they don't seem to dial up those plays that'll kill you until the second half. They come out a little too conservative with the play calling. You want to put pressure on somebody, throw that ball down the field. You see what type of trouble Trufant kept having. If you would have, in the entire game, if you would have put pressure on Trufant and put that ball on his ass, the Lions probably could have made more plays, man. But they kept throwing the underpass, you know, short rat patterns and the typical old bullshit. The Lions have to unleash Matthew Stafford. Let him throw that ball down the field. Matt Ryan was throwing that ball down the fucking field. You got to let that ball go. You got to quit them 5 yards passes and, you know, little sweep tosses and fuck all that, man. You know, I feel like you focus too much on trying to, you know, get the short yardage. So with that being said, you know, just a lot of things this game, man. It was a hell of a game. It definitely was a hell of a game. And for a Lions team with a lot of rookies like we had and new acquired players to go up against the NFC champs like that, man, you can't do nothing but respect that. It lets you know that the first two games against the Giants and the Cardinals was not fluke. You got to respect that, man. Especially now, you got to respect those victories. But yeah, defense, young, fast, still aggressive, man. Still aggressive. The offense just have to get it together. The offensive line still need to learn each other, man. You can tell they still need to glue. The run block is not there yet. The pass block is there, but the run block is not there yet. So they definitely got to work on that, man. TJ Lang said it himself, man. I don't know if y'all watch his weekly show that he have on One Pride TV. But, yeah, he said it himself. The run block is not there. So, a lot of y'all who look at Abdullah, not really on Abdullah. If you pay attention to the game, those guys are in the backfield before Abdullah can even make a cut. So it's the run blocking that has to improve. They're stuffing them holes, man. They are not providing gaps for Abdullah to squeeze through. They got to do better. So, and like I said, this offensive line, man, we got to first of all get all of them healthy, and second of all, they have to glue. We got new fucking acquisitions on this offensive line. So, with that being said, I can't wait until we play the Vikings. The Vikings, you got a madhouse coming at you. I'm gonna let you know now, man. To all you Vikings fans, or as my DVE family call them, Vi-Clowns, you got a firehouse coming after you, man. Expect the Lions to play physical and pissed off against the Vikings, man. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. We'll see where we end up in the standings at the end of the year, man, and possibly we can get a rematch against the Falcons. But just like I said, man, fourth quarter, the Falcons started letting things slip. They started letting things slip. Even though they played the way they played, they let things slip in the fourth quarter, man. It's been a consistent thing with them. Do I need not to? I don't want to bring up 28-3 in the Super Bowl, but man, it's relevant. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to bash your squad like that. I'm just telling you something that y'all need to be paying attention to and need to be concerned about. Your team in the fourth quarter, they play so fast and so powerful, they run out at the end of the game, I feel like, especially defensively. They just run out, man. The offense may be able to sustain sometimes, but I just feel like that defense, they let a little bit too much happen, man. They get tired. That's just something I've seen, because I actually do watch you guys' football teams' games. Definitely pissed off that Cincinnati let the Green Bay Packers squeak that shit out, man. Lucky fucking win for the Packers, man. The Packers are so trash. I don't care about if they missing this player and that player. Like I said, we got a lot of teams are missing players. I don't want to hear that shit. We didn't get that last year when we was missing all of those guys last year. Wasn't nobody trying to hear. So guess what? I'm not trying to hear that shit either. It is what it is. But yeah, heck of a game. And I just wanted to, further talk about this game, man, and let people know what I meant when I said we whooped the Falcons' ass. When I said we whooped the Falcons' ass, I meant we won the game, not that we blew the Falcons out. That's not what I meant. So, I do want to give a shout out. If you subscribe to my channel, I need you to check out 2 young lion guys, man. Noble Creation TV, and also 313 JMO, 313 JMO, all capitalized. Check those 2 fellas out, man. Some more young guys, man, that got some pretty good stuff to say. So, like I said, this ain't no crow video. I'm not crowing to that type of loss, but yeah. Respect to the Falcons fan base. You squeaked out a win. Hopefully we'll see you at the end of the season. Playoff time. It's your boy King. I'm out.